3 house foundations you must choose from, or they'll do it for you. Number 1, crawl space. Choose this if you want access to the plumbing and electrical under the house. It gives a nice elevated appearance from the outside, and it's least prone to flooding. You'll have a storage area under the house if the space is large enough, and it'll be easier on your knees, joints, and feet compared to a slab. Some of the downsides of a crawl space: you'll have to address possible moisture and pest concerns, and the best way to do this is by encapsulating the crawl space, essentially sealing it off so moist air or critters can't get in there. It's possibly the least efficient foundation because the entire floor requires insulation. They can also sound hollow, and that's not terribly noticeable until the kids start running across the house. It's just something to consider if you've never had one. Number 2, slab. Choose this if you want a solid feeling under your feet. You'll have less moisture and mold issues, and it'll significantly reduce any pest problems. And it's a bit more energy efficient than a crawl space. Some of the downsides: you'll have no access to plumbing drain lines in the future because they're buried in the concrete. Renovations and repairs are limited if you need to do any plumbing or wiring in the floor. I've also heard about previous homeowners of the slab complaining about knee, joint, and feet pain when standing for extended periods of time on the slab. I have a slab and I don't have any issues, but I thought it was worth mentioning. Another issue is a slab can crack or shift with ground movement. You know what they say, there's 2 types of concrete: concrete that is cracked and concrete that will crack. And number 3, basement. Choose this if you can fork over the extra cheddar. It's more expensive, but it offers the most benefit. You'll have the option to finish the basement and turn it into a living space that'll also increase the home value. Another perk is sometimes you have a sloped lot. This is ideal for a walkout basement. This might require a retaining wall on each side of the house, but it's a great way to turn a not so buildable lot into a perfect fit. And finally, you'll have a somewhat decent place to turn to if the weather gets bad. It beats hiding in the bathtub. So the biggest downsides of a basement is cost and waterproofing. They're significantly more expensive for obvious reasons. You're practically building an entire separate level of the home. And moisture issues: these can be drastically reduced with